Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome everyone. Tuxedo, hey Hobo Banana, hey Greenbeard, Natterbreeze, and Penguin Makers. How's everyone? Hey John, hey Wick Central, hey Too Much Scott, and Juan Pablo, and another CG, and JD. Hey Kittrell, hey Dominic, hey Ray. How is everyone? Today, I wanted a low to no prep stream, and Ray here in chat decided to, oops, not that one, that one. Have this dropped off to be looked at. So, hey John, hey Andrew, hey Stuart, hey Vasily, hey Emmanuel, and yes, Oscar is here. Anyway, this is a Enderwire that I built for Ray 2 or 3 years ago. He has gotten a ton of use out of it. He's had a lot of fun with using it. And just the other day, a few days ago, told me that it wouldn't power on. And none of the quick over text troubleshooting was effective. So brought it down. And I have not looked at this. I have not opened it up. I have no idea. I figured we'd do a truly live troubleshooting of this. It may be super quick and we'll find something else to do or just chat, or it may be toast. I don't know. I have no idea. So, hey Adam, hey Nemi, hey Dan, hey Andrew, hey Bill, hey David, Jurgman. David, thanks for being a member. Nemi. And so anyway, what I want to do probably is turn this on its side, get the bottom panel off, and then power it on. That way, at the very least, when we power it on, we'll see if anything happens. So this is the Enderwire V2 by Dark Dog. I did not build this on stream. This is not the Enderwire that I built as a stream series. This was a separate thing. Almost 2 years, yeah. I did ask Ray to check the main fuse, but it gets a little complicated checking the other fuses, so. No, not toast. Well, we hope not. Adam, thanks for being a member. Fix all the printers, yep. So let's get this thing turned over and see, get the bottom panel off, and I'll end up replacing the foot. Ray, what happened to the foot? That's a Ray question. It showed up here sans feet. So, I have no idea what happened. Hey, Martin. Hey, Mike and Lester. Nose missing in action. Well, these do sometimes come loose. I've got extras. I'm not going to end up using my extras, so we'll get a new set on here. Holy moly, that's a long screw holding that in. It goes all the way through here and has to hit the extrusion. So that's why that's so long. Hey, Steven. Hey, Skyrim. So what is today? The 21st. This has to be fixed by tomorrow. So hopefully it's easy. What I suspect, if it's not a fuse, then I suspect that something has gone on the, hey Phil. Something's gone on the SD card on the Pi. So we did look at it. The power lights do come on, so it's not the main fuse anyway. Okay, so that is. What do you think, Oscar? Is that acceptable? Judgment, thank you for the gifted memberships. Where can I get a set of feet from? We usually get them off Amazon. You are sitting on my keyboard, you little turd. Mostly I just get them off Amazon. These are not great feet. These are fine for a light printer like this. That's why they're on here. But we've kind of switched over to the amplifier feet style, a little thicker. Have you tried percussion maintenance already? I have not done a single thing. I put this on the bench here, took a picture of it for the thumbnail, and that is all. So this has an SKR Mini E3 V2. It has what flavor of Raspberry Pi is in here? Alex. It is a Pi 3. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and power it on and see what happens. Let's poke you, poke. Or do you smell other cats? Do you smell other cats? Let's go ahead and power it on. Getting some lights. Cheating. Hey, Nathan. Hey, Andrew. He smells the issue. Power supply lights on. Yep. Yep, we got Pi lights. Now, fortunately, I know Ray's Wi-Fi network and password. So I mimicked it on my network here. So if this is going to connect, we should be able to see it. Hey, Collie. Hey, William Nelson. Pop away. I'm giving it a little bit of time just to boot up. And then let's see if, what was this thing called? Let's see if it's gonna show up. Nothing is turning on. No fans, no nothing. So I kind of get a feeling we're not gonna get, what is this thing? Enderwire? Let's see. Oscar pointing to the blown out capacitor. Yeah, so no connection there. No connection, so oop, oop. Oh, it is coming on. Okay. What happened? Oh, so this is coming on. That's the problem, but it did come on. Okay. Let's see here. So here's where our problem is. Does anybody else want to guess what the problem is? I know what the problem is now. Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Yep. Yep. Here, let's see. Oh, where's the Captain America? Where's the Captain America thing? Meme. There we go. That's what we got. Ray, you hit the update button. I told you don't hit the update button. There. Seriously, you hit the update button. Okay, so let's go through and let's do all the updates, get this up and running, and that's what the stream today will be. I was told that it didn't power on at all, that it wouldn't come up. So that's okay, we'll fix it I'm not going to roll it back. I'm going to update it. You didn't wait long enough, probably. It was sitting there timing out, not able to communicate with the MCU. And here's what's going on here. So this turning on is an indication of the system not starting up properly, not an indication of it not turning on. So that's okay. That's okay. This isn't going to turn on, but the web interface did. That's okay. We can see Clipper is up to date. Well, we'll let it finish searching. Hey, Kegel. Okay, while we're waiting for that, or actually, while we now go through and just update all, might as well, right? We'll fix it. We'll get it going. But while we're doing this, let's give this guy what he's gonna pester me for until I finish. Take time. Hopefully it was installed after the Moonraker main cell file scramble release. Well, it was just the other day. Okay, one more. Right there. Oh, let me get the hairs off. You're the one that dropped it, not me. Okay. We will probably, just for in the interest of time, leave it on bullseye. This could be a super short stream. There's our garnish. Well, going through the process, it's still going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to be 10 or 20 minutes. It'll be a few more minutes. Then get the feet back on, wipe it down, clean it up, start a print, right? So it's not a big deal. It's just that to deal with it, you have to have a certain comfort level and base or knowledge or know how to look it up. So we'll just go through the whole process right now. Got lots of printing to do. What 10th scale truck are you going to print, Ray? Just remember to have to go check your laser. Don't leave lasers unattended. Hey, Benny. How many? Oh, I can't really move that around. We'll just let this do its thing. I was kind of expecting, you know what I was expecting? I was expecting a problem with Clipper because Ray just powers it off. And I was expecting the SD card to be corrupted. That's what I was expecting us to have to do. But I'm glad we don't. You know what I should do? I should just move my keyboard over to this other side. But then he'll probably just sit on it over there. Hey, Edgar. Give it a chance. Yes. Remind me how to power off. You have to go to the web interface and go to the little shutdown. I'll show you. I'll show you. Back up to GitHub for him if it's a short stream. I haven't even done that, Steven. Surveillance grade micro SD cards, they have mechanisms to prevent those issues. They're more expensive, and I'm curious how much more expensive they are now with all the data media going up in price. Hey, Jeremy. Doing good. Updating. I hear a cat meowing. And Felix. Yes. I got a Felix. And he's not complaining. We get a Felix sighting. Do you want a treat? Oh, Oscar's right here. Right here for treats. You don't like these treats. He just plain doesn't like them. What's up with that? I should have had a delectable ready for him. Hey, Red Sky. Hey, Timor. I think there's a way to set up this display to have a menu item for shut down the Pi. I think I've done that before. I'll try to do that before I return it. You don't get treats round 2 already. I think what was, does anybody have any idea? Is there any documentation anywhere on that? Thought there was a little plugin you could install to be able to run a command to shut down the printer from the display. Pretty sure I've done it. It's got to be on one of my V0s. I thought it had some sort of plugin you had to install to make it work, but I might be misremembering. You don't need Octoprint to do that. This is still going. Reminder, 2 things. Polymaker Filament giveaway, links in the pin post in the description. And the other is we're starting the Voron 2 Serial 0 build on Sunday. So if you want a chance to win that printer, there's a link in the description to the Dojiggy website We are up to almost $3,000 in tickets sold for this, which is fantastic. That is awesome. Haven't even started the build yet, and we have 45 days until the drawing happens. I am not sorted by top. I'm sorted by live. I have time to catch up to your stealth changer progress. Yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks delay on the stealth changer build. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of things to update. You can use G-code command. If anybody wants to post in stream chat in the Discord or something, if you have some suggestions, we can try them once we get this up and running. It's been a long time since I set that up, so I don't remember all the details. Any more testing index news? No. And I keep meaning to. I moved the printer back over to the other garage, and I've been working on rearranging that garage, but I keep meaning to do that print. This print. I need to start this. This is top of my mind to get this going. I haven't done it yet. I've got the filament dried, and it's staying dry in the Polymaker dry boxes. They're still listing 10%. So I'm feeling pretty good about how dry the PVA filament is. I just have to try it again. I just haven't done it. Post one I found in stream chat. Thanks, Steven. Need a music plugin for MinRec that replaces music while it updates. Yeah. Hey, Parky Cat. Go back up to GitHub should be a must or a priority. Eh. What printer is up for grabs? I missed it. I don't need more printer. I don't need more printers. Yes, you do, David. So Voron 2, the original Voron 2 development printer by Russian Cat Food, RCF, Max. He has put up, given, donated the original Voron 2, serial number 0, for auction. And I am rebuilding it on stream starting Sunday. I'm building it to Voron 2.1 spec. We've all seen how many Voron 2.4 builds. Just another Voron 2.4 build doesn't sound fun to me. But going back, I've never built a Voron 2.1. And most of you probably haven't even seen one. So we're going to build it to Voron 2.1 specs. Polymaker dry boxes work really well. And downside is you have to change the desiccant pellets often. Refilling the container is awkward. It is awkward. I got it down pretty easy. Pretty good. There is so much update. All these system updates is what it's on, I'm sure. I'll check stream chat here in a bit to grab any of that once we're ready to get to that point. So what we're gonna have here is this is old enough, as we saw in the earlier error message, that there's some deprecated functions that we're gonna have to fix and replace. So it's just a matter of getting this up to date, updating the MCU, and then going in and fixing the deprecated functions. Is there a tool headboard on this Enderwire? No, there isn't. It is individual wires, so it's really just one MCU we're updating. Hi, Felix. He even came back. Do you want a treat? I shouldn't do that. Oscar immediately comes around the corner. Hey there, Ranch Kid. Hey, Miko Makes. What is this? 20 minutes of updates? Can you check the head to see if I can use glow in the dark? I already told you can. It's a hardened nozzle on there. You're fine. Yep. I'll double check, but so yep. Long update, yes. Yes. Kenneth, did you see? I tried replying to your email, but my email stuff is still having problems with some destinations and it bounced. You'll be here around 1. Okay. What Raspberry Pi is it? It's a Pi 3. It is a Pi 3. What's up? Yeah, this is far more entertaining. It won't be another 30 minutes ago. It'll get done here in a moment. Unfortunately, it's covering up how many updates it had. What do you want to know about my index build? What do you want to know, Caleb? I've been working a lot on ancillary index stuff lately. I haven't worked on index itself in a few weeks, several weeks, but I've been working on stuff around that. So, how hard was the changeover? I'm interested in Voron, but I want the index. Index itself is really simple to install. The challenge with any of the tool changers is umbilical and filament management. Where do you put stuff without it getting tangled and a pain to load and unload? The mechanism itself, Index's mechanism, is super simple, easy to install, but everything else around it is where the challenge is. Thanks, David. Else links looks better for the shutdown script when you get to it. Okay, thanks, Steven. Bearded Printer, thanks for the gifted memberships. And welcome. All my printers are on 12. Need to go update my machine soon. I would say if they're working, unless there's a feature that you need or something that improves your setup, I wouldn't rush out to do it. I will tell you though, this is a prime example by why me as an IT person, an IT support person, never believes the customer or the client. Because I very specifically asked Ray, what did you change? What was the answer? What changed? What was the answer? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't do anything. Nothing. Nothing. What changed? OM project, I saw your question. I'm not giving preferences on what tool changer I like. My goal here is to show people the build process and let people make their own decisions. So I haven't even used both of them to any degree, and the stealth changer to 0 degree. So I can't answer that. Hey, Poity. Hey, Raj. Organic interface error. Yep. ID10T issue. Oh, hey. Holy moly, check this out. We get a cat cam. We haven't had a cat cam in a while. You didn't really. Well, you did, but that's okay. If you didn't, then I wouldn't have something to work on tonight. Aw, I put the camera on him and he left. Wow, this is still going. I was not expecting this. How many cats do I have? 2. I have Oscar and Felix. He tagged me on Discord. I might as well look. This thing's still going. It's still going. Dust on my desk here, getting in the way of the mouse. Problem is between chair and terminal. Start with a fresh install clipper. It might have been. How do you update Clipper if not with the web interface? You can do it through a command line with git pulls and stuff. Hey, L-Man. Fail at 98%. I gotta see what folks... Oh, wrong channel there, David. You should. It is. That should pop up. Can you share if Index or Stealth Changer has been easier to build? Index, absolutely, but it's a wholly different product. And hi, Hypermice, welcome. Index is absolutely easier to build. But it's totally different products. Stealth Changer is well, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say something along the lines of, it's not any less of a project because it takes more work. It's for a different person, someone who is into the project. Thanks for those, Steven. And hey, Wally, I see you post in stream chat. I gotta assume you're here. Hey, Eric. How's the Heat Core 4 working for you? Still to install mine. Heat Core 4. Heat Core 4. What is that? Why am I drawing a blank? I feel like I shouldn't be drawing a blank on that. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Danik. The Mellow with the Alps. I don't have that then. Do I have that? Wow. So your stand stealth changes are for... Oh. Oh, are we there? Does the index system handle changing to and from TPU loaded tool heads with that extruder design? I'm told, I haven't tried TPU, but I'm told by Bondtech that it should handle TPU just fine. The filament path is constrained enough that it should, but I haven't tried it. We're on to Moonraker, so this should be almost done. You know your photo of my Trident build with its fancy blue panels? Yeah, do that. Put you test index with TPU soon. I'd love to see that. I'm sure you would. Give me a... I guess I do have a good example print. I still need to try some more of the PETG and TPU airplane airfoils for Neil. Oh, got it, Death Cube. Yeah, I've had lots of luck with the Revo PZs. I like the Revo PZ. That said, if the mellow Hotend ended up coming my way, I'd be willing to test it too. But it hasn't. For the Voron kits, what would folks recommend? I've been leaning Cyborg because it includes an eddy sensor. I don't have any experience with the Cyborg kits. Do you already have more print time on the index than the black box? Yes, by quite a bit. By quite a bit. Have you tried the Revo High Temp yet? I have it installed in a printer. That printer is currently undergoing rebuilding, so it hasn't printed yet. But it's an off-camera project. Wow, Thomas Cancino, thank you for the gifted memberships. All the members, look at that list. Wallegreen, what do you think of the eddy sensor on a 2.4 build? They're fine. I have a beacon on the index machine, and it's a fantastic setup. It was easy to set up, and it works fine. And I haven't even set it up with contact. I'm just using it as a regular, just the regular probe. So, and I use the Big Tree Tech Eddy with Eddy NG on the blue V2 before I took it apart for Stealth Changer. And then I have the Mellow Eddy current probe on the Tic Tac because it's really effective for that little 120 bed. So I did. So Ray made a comment. Where's mine? YouTube is randomized on how they give out these gifts, but you also have to opt in. There is a link now in Stream Chat, and it's pinned in Stream Chat. If that ever comes up, we can point people to that. It's a YouTube help article on how to make sure that you're opting in for receiving gifted memberships. So, Raj, thanks for being a member for 60 months. Wow, this is still going. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know this was going to take this long. Reth is absolutely correct. I say even, and this applies to LDO, it applies to Formbot, it applies to Cybor, Physetic, whatever. You want to know what is coming in the kits at the time you're going to buy, because they all revise them over time. So if you can get that information, from the kit supplier, then that's, for one, is a plus. If they publish that, then that's a plus to begin with. But you want to make a determination based on the totality of what's included in the kit. Hey, Andrew. Why do we use Pi's and not something more powerful like an N100 board? Cost. I mean, especially when this all started, Pi's were cheaper even than now. You can do most of what we're doing on a printer with a 02. Not really a 0. That can't do input shaper, but a 02W would run a printer. Not fantastic, but it would do it. And that's a $15 or $20 board. Can't comment on any kit other than LDO, but I'd say I've been very happy with my LDO. But even then, I still recommend know what it's coming with. Even the LDO stuff can come with something you might not want. You may prefer something else or whatever. They change them over time. There's been Rev A's through, they're on Rev D now. Andrew Miller, thanks for being a member. Wow. A whole stream of watching this update. What is around here that we can... There's not really anything that I have going on aside from the Serial Zero V2. The frame I've got going together. Here are Chapman. Here are 3D. Any new stuff from the Voron team coming? We're really trying to get a push to get documentation done for Cascade and Phoenix. That's the only thing that could really be said that's been public. Bring the cats back. Good call. You get cat butt and tail. I would not use a 2W for a Voron clipper install. It's just not enough to do all the extra things you want to do. It's enough to run a printer. Period. You're right. Don't try to run a camera. All that stuff. It's enough to run a printer. It'll do input shaping. I don't know if it'll do shake and tune great, but it'll run a printer. Andrew, thanks for being a member. What got me into 3D printing? I came back from a big deployment project or emergency response, the Oroville spillway, and I was looking for something to do, and I decided it was time to get into 3D printing, so I bought a CR10. That's exactly why. I was looking for another project, another hobby, and I bought a CR10. Posted in the right stream chat. Oh, yes, you did. It's been 84 years. Yep. It says, still running. It says right there, still running. What Pi is it? It's a Pi 3. A custom build on my stock Prusa firmware that gives me control over the top side LEDs. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll go back to cat butt. Cat butt's more important, more entertaining than Clipper updates. Did push the wrong button. I don't think there's anything you will need to change in your workflows after this is updated. I don't think you need to make any changes. Collie, you're talking about for Smurf. I will be there. I think I arrive on Thursday and I fly out on Tuesday. I will be at Smurf. Yep. I got my hotel and my air flight. Although they shifted my flight, so now I have like a 5 or 6 hour layover in Atlanta. I don't know if I'm going to bother changing it. I'd almost rather have that extra time than be rushed, because I only had like an hour in Atlanta before. Andrew, thanks for becoming a member. What's the card size? Will it be enough space? It's at least a 16 gig, I'm sure. Oh, awesome, Willie. To retiring, I'm interested in a new hobby and trying to learn about 3D printing and building printers. Awesome. You won't be at Smurf. Be at all the others. Cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to this year. There's a lot. There really is a lot. And with Vice in Portugal, I'd really like to make that, which means I got to cut something else. Hey, 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 hey. Here we are. Woohoo. It's rebooting, I'm sure. Oh, absolutely, I'll be at Rocky Mountain. That's no question. I got my hotel booked for Rocky Mountain, and then I'm driving. Guaranteed I won't be at Murph. Guaranteed I won't be at Murph this year. If with any luck, I'll be at JERF, the Japan Rep Festival. If I can get all that sorted out and coordinated. So that would absolutely cut out Murph. Come on, try again. What in the world? What is going on? Come on. There we go. Okay. Up to date. Look at all that. And we got some Excel to decel is not a valid section. So let's just go through and see if it ends up getting happy. Excel to decel. So this is no longer a valid option. So let's get rid of it. Save and restart. See what the next thing is. Oh, there we go. It was on Clipper version 11, but it is happy. So that was the only deprecated config option that was in there. So now let's, I mean, technically it's done. I can throw it back north and we're good, but we're going to reflash the MCU now. But see, now that it's happy, see Ray, it does come on. Okay. We are going to update the MCU firmware. Absolutely. I'm not going to leave that there. Let's see if USB, let's see if he has all this stuff for this board. the SKR mini, no? Is that just out of favor? No SKR minis here. So let's go to the BTT SKR mini, and we actually want the V2, but that's fine. Hey, Nicholas. Oh yeah, Esoterical has a fantastic USB guide, which is just generally where I go first. Just even if all I need is some the Clipper compile configs. The Voron docs probably show it, but we're gonna go here. SKR E3 Mini, just go firmware, V2, see if they have any of that info here. Of course they don't. It's probably a little too old. Marlin, yeah, I think it's too old for them to have that. Usually go here first, but sure, let's go see what the Voron docs have. The Big Tree Tech GitHub doesn't actually. I just looked just now. Maybe the Big Tree Tech wiki. But let's search for SKR Mini V2. So this is the basic info. This is what I need. This is the basic bit of information that I want to refer to when we're doing this. But we could also try, let's see if the Big Tree Tech wiki has it. Just out of curiosity. Big Tree Tech has a wiki. Big Tree Tech, SKR Mini E3. And it looks like they might just have their newest stuff here. I don't think, connecting, yeah. Firmware. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Medlin. We, basically, someone hit the update button, and, but they did nothing. Nothing changed, except hitting the update button, but nothing changed. And now we're going through and updating it. How often do you need to update the firmware on the board MCU? Technically, only when there is a change that affects the compatibility between the MCU firmware and the Clipper instance. So, here, let's get a command window up. Oh boy. I hope I don't know what the password is. I don't know what the password is. Nope. Yeah, Ray, if you know what it might be, send me a text. Yeah, don't type it in chat. Send me a text. If you have any idea what it might be, it's not. What might I have set this up as? Yeah, it's not raspberry. Crap. What would I have set this to? What would I have set this to? Yeah, the user is pi. Let's see. Yeah, I already tried that one. I don't think it's going to be any of these others, Ray. I don't think it's any of these. I would have set this, and I would have set it to something that you would remember. Okay. I have done this before, and I always... Let's do this live. Why not? Reset forgotten Raspberry Pi password. There's a method to do this, and I've used it a couple of times. If anybody has a method, you can post in chat, but I tried that. I tried that, Thorpe. I know I've done this to where I have plugged the SD card into another Pi and ran some commands to reset it. Yeah, it might have been this right here. This method too. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. What do you guys think? Put the SD card with known password in the Pi. Issue into the USB card reader. Boot the Pi. From terminal, enter the command. Let's try it. I've done something like this before. This seems very familiar. So, hey Ray, pay attention. See this? Oh, no, shoot. Hold on. Hold on. If I'm going to tell you to pay attention, better make the screen clear. Right up here. That, and then shut down. This is the page I am going to. That is powered down. Oh, shoot. That's right. Enderwire problems. I can't get that SD card out until I basically loosen the Pi and hopefully get it out of there enough just to get the... So I need to pull this. Loosen up the Pi enough to get to the SD card. I'm pretty sure I followed this exact process right here. So I'm going to try this. this doesn't work, we'll try something else. Just pull this out here. Is out enough to get to the card. And it is a 8 gig, so it is a little small. So we're going to take this. I'm just going to plug it into my reader. And we are going, oops, shoot. We're going to plug it into the front USB port on my Trident here. Let this boot up. So I've tried that Wick Central. That didn't work for me. That didn't work for me. That Pi is absolutely older than Oscar. Okay, so let's go back here. So we are going to get into my Trident. And this is saying sudo passwd. Actually, we should have to mount that, right? We didn't mount. Yeah. I think I need to mount that card, right? Oh, required for auto mount. So I just need to mount. So what is the, see, I am, no, it says you have to have the desktop for it to auto mount. It won't auto mount here. Card. Actually, yeah. I'll just do that. And then actually, what is the, always wanted to turn, hey, Hellspark. What is the command to LS block? There we go. It says right there. So the 8 gig, so SDB, sudo mount, oops. Sudo mount / dev / SDB1 / media / pi. Is that what I did? Is that what I do? Hey, Polar Chad. Will that put it on pi? Yep. There it is. Right? That doesn't look right. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Here, let's do this. Pi 2. This is messy. This is messy, messy, messy. This is awful messy. So there. So that's mounted now. So now I should be able to do, let's see if this works. Nope, that didn't work. What is this? Sudo. Oh, I did equals R, that's why. Dash. Cannot access no such file or directory. What am I missing? Following command. USB card reader. Chroot is not. No A. What am I missing? What did I? No A? No root FS? I don't know. I'm just doing. Yeah. I didn't see an A in password. Oh. Either chroot or use passwords. Don't need both. There's no root FS directory in this case. Oh, okay. No. What was... I'm just throwing stuff at this. I am absolutely outside of my expertise here. I know I've done this before. On my own, though. And all I did is searched for things and tried it until it worked. So don't take this as a tutorial, obviously. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Really? What's that for? Well, I know. Oh, crap. Yeah, I should have listened. Look at that. It's not pi. It's not pi. Okay. What is it? Just U mount. Let's just clean that up. Oops. There we go. Yep. Yep. Let's try the passwords I think it should be. before we go through all of this, because it probably is one of those I tried. I have no idea where my mindset was and why I would have set that to anything other than pi. That was not bright of me. You could say it was dim. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Steven. I'm backtracking, wondering why in the world I set a non-pi username, because there's no reason. Okay. You are just extremely... What? Can you guys hear that? Okay, it's on. Let's try this again. Ray at. Hey, looky there. I feel dumb, but that's okay. Okay. I won't forget that. I know what the password was. I just had the username wrong. This is probably all still correct as well. One password. I'll know how to get to Ray's Enderwire now. Spent way longer than I wanted to admit trying to log on to something as root when it wanted admin. What is your deal? What do you want? You don't want to be held. You just want more pets. Okay, let's see. Where were we? We were... Nope, not there. We're here. How did you get the locals set right? Mine never works. I don't even remember. Ken, this is how many years ago that I set this up. I don't know why I did it that way, and I don't know. I don't remember any of it. Okay, it's STM103, 28K bootloader, 8 megahertz crystal, PA14. Okay, all that is good. Make clean. Does this work? Can we do a make flash device on this one and just do this? Because I'm fairly certain this isn't going to have catapult. It might need to be SD. Yeah. Oh, let's see if this works. What does it say here? Let's go here. Once configured, select exit, make clean, make command, creates a firmware clipper bin. Yeah, it wants us to do all that. Run the command. Oh, SD card flash. It could. Let's see if it's still compiling. Let's see what it does. We can see if this works. If this doesn't work, because it probably won't. Oh. Yep. Nope. Failed. So, here, firmware is normal expected. Only applies to updating MCU, which already running Clipper. It's already running Clipper. Instead, if you have an SD card, you can quickly update the firmware without needing physical access by building the firmware. So make, let's just make, oops. Yeah, it should already be made, so it's fine. Run the command. Here, let's do this right. Stop Clipper. And then run this guy here. And let's grab the dev and then paste that and delete that and insert that. Okay, so that might work. I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, complete. Now we can start Clipper. Let's see how we did. Machine, here we go. It's up to date. That's it. Hey, Brent. Okay. The thing is up to dated. Awesome. Does it work? Should go grab a lotto ticket while your luck holds. Nah, it's not luck. It's following the documentation. Okay, let's get this thing back together. So let me shut her down. Get the rest of the screws holding the pie back in. Do not want to do that while it's powered. Not worth that risk. Is this? Oh, that's why. That's a ball driver. I don't want to use a ball driver for that. I thought it felt a little odd. What's the damage? At least lunch. At least lunch. Okay. So that is back in there. We can zoom in here. Get a little better look at the setup here. Pi. What do we have here? Oh, this is a buck converter for the fan. For some reason. Hey, Nick. Actually, I needed another. This isn't a buck converter. This is a MOSFET because I didn't have enough fan outputs to run the back fan here. So I put that in there. Then it's got the adapter board, so we can run one of these displays off of the SKR Mini. So now we can put this back on here, but let's get a fresh feet. Got a fresh set of feet. It is not a buck converter. It was a MOSFET driver, so I could run another fan. Oops, I didn't want that. Changing these out for new feet. Hey, Bob. And what size screw do I have here before? Oh, no. These are custom screws. They were too long. I need 35s. Now I might have 35s now. M5 by 35. I didn't have them at the time. Socket head. That'll do. That'll have to do. M5 by 35 socket head. And an M5 washer. Block with the screws near the Pi. Oh, that is a buck converter. Yes. Because you lost the foot, Ray, you get a mismatched screw. That's your punishment. Whenever you have to take this apart, you'll have to deal with grabbing a different size wrench. Okay, and then the last new foot. Oh, I guarantee you, he's going to find some reason to take this apart and get into it. What's the max speeds? I don't print with this. This isn't my printer. L-Man, thanks for becoming a member. Okay, make sure these are, oops, decently tight so we don't lose another one. And now, let's see if we can get that power. This has never had an enclosure now. Let's do a dust it off. Oh, that's loose. Let's go through all these. Yeah, those are tight. fine. These have been fine. Excuse me. They're good. Just has a second meanwhile. There's not a lot of room under there if you noticed. Okay. Not a lot of room under there. This is not an AC. Yep. Hey, Ray, are you still around? It's a PLA PETG machine. Yep. If you're not still around, I'll send you home with some, when you come and pick it up, I'll send you home with some 99% IPA. Okay. So let's see if we can set up this screen to work at all. So the encoder directions aren't working. So let's see why that is. See, it's not changing anything. So let's find out why. Let's find out why. Read above. You would think that my son-in-law would build me an updated printer. No, I have no time. Okay, here we are. Let's find out why this why the display is not working. Oh, you got some already? Okay, good. Never mind then. So here's the display, and then we have our encoder pins, but why isn't that working? Is everything plugged in all the way? That worked before. Why wouldn't it work now? This is just using an Omron probe. So the click pin is working, but encoder is not. Is that going to be, if this worked before, the most likely reason would be a connection, right? Does that make sense to anybody else? Wrong foot screw. Yeah, I need to check the wires. There's the wrong foot screw. Get that one off first. That's annoying. We're just making it work, Brent. This came to me not... So this came to me not working, not powering up, but not turning on. Nothing was done. Nothing changed. Remember, that's key. Nothing changed. You know, except for the update button being pressed. That's nothing about that. Oh. Well, it works now. Oh, when that presses on, it's pressing on that. When the bottom is on, it's pressing on that. So let's see. I have a feeling when the bottom is being put on, it's pushing it out of the way. So I need to do a little cable management here. So let's power this off because it's working now. So let's get a little. See you, Andrew. Let's power this off. Okay. Let's see here. So let's go here and here. There, now it's not. Now it's tucked in, so it's not going to be pushing on that when the bottom panel's on. So let's turn it on one more time. Make sure it comes up. Oh, there's a USB. There's a USB port here that's powering the main thing. Okay, let's get back up and going. All kinds of crud everywhere. Yep, there, it works. No, don't do that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was worried that a T-nut had slid out of the way or something under there. Okay, now that we have the encoder working, assuming it still does when we turn it back on its front, let's look at that Ellis guide and see if we can get the shutting it down from the screen working. Yep, that works. Okay. Let's see, print tuning guide, shutdown host. Let's copy that link. Let's go here. Shutdown host. G-code macro, Octoprinter, Moonraker use different shutdown commands, but it doesn't hurt to have both. Also throw in commands, turn off everything else first. Laser case lighting neopixels will stay on. Add it to the setup menu of your LCD with this. Okay, so here, this is what we want. So we grab here, let's copy this. Go over here. do we have anything here? Let's just put it down here. Printer config. Let's go down. And just so we don't have to worry about if you guys can see it, let's do that. So under here, around the display, let's just put it under here. It's fine. So this is the macro. So and then then you can add it to the setup menu of your LCD with this, or the control menu if you prefer. What do we want? We want it in setup or control? Let's go control. So let's copy this and should be able to paste that there. And that should be all there is to it, right? Let's save and restart. If we go here, go to control, have all the way at the bottom, we have shutdown. So this should, yep. That just went here and killed the connection. So is it actually shutting down? I guess. And then you can power it off. So hit shutdown, wait about 10, 15 seconds, then power it off. Yeah, no way to tell from the outside, yeah. But if you hit that, wait a bit, and then power it off. I get the problem. Not being able to shut off a printer at the printer is a problem. Or at the very least, a big inconvenience. And it encourages not shutting it down. So just powering it off. If you're feeling fancy, you can run an LED from the Pi's GPIO. I could if I was feeling fancy. But I'm not feeling fancy. We just want to gracefully shut down the Pi instead of just powering it off. So we go here, control, and then shut down. And this should, once it's shut down, it should no longer respond, right? It should no longer respond, right? Oh, there it goes. You need to reconfigure the GPIO to set it as the activity LED. Oh. But it should be shut down now. So that'd be a good indicator there for you, Ray. When the screen stops responding to turning, it's safe to turn off. Oh. Dusty. Okay, let's power it on. Let's check out, make sure things are working okay. Since we got some time until we're going to give away some filament. I don't have my watch on. It's charging it. Got 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we're going to give away some filament. Powered it back on, I think. Just wait a second. There we go. Okay, rest of this thing. Home all. Make sure. Awesome. And let's heat this thing up so I can clean off the nozzle and get a good look at it. Fan's turning on. All of this is feeling tight. Okay. I'm just heating up the hot end and so I can get all the filament gunk off and get a better view of it. You know what? I think this is a plated. I think this is just a plated nozzle. Might not be hardened. Get a better look. Yeah, it is just a plated nozzle. So let's see what I have. So I was wrong. It's not a hardened nozzle. I don't know what I might have or where. Got this bag of things here. What's this one? No, it's this one. See any difference between the Enderwire and the switch wire, or is it just cosmetic? Not really. Oh, that's a 0.8. That won't work. That's a hardened nozzle, but it's a 0.8. That's not gonna do. What is this one? We could throw this on here. I had this on the VZ bot. It is one of the Plastiglide nozzles from Fabrico. If I have I have a Plastiglide piece, we can put that on there. Maybe that's the call. Let's put that on. I think this will go on there. And it's got the little Teflon Plastiglide thing. And we'll call that good. What do you think? Hey, TJ. Okay, so let's kill the motors, bring this all the way up, and heat this up a bit more. And pull that old nozzle. It has a V6. Let's see what I have for tools. This is 7mm. Yeah. What's that Teflon thing? This is the, I don't know if Fabrica still sells these, but it's a Plastiglide nozzle. It's supposed to minimize collection of junk on the nozzle. But Ray wants to do some glow-in-the-dark filament, and not going to have a good time with that with a non-hardened nozzle. So, get under here. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay. Let's see. Knipex. Ah. What hot end is it? It is a dragonfly. Yes. Okay. That doesn't want to. Yeah. It doesn't want to come loose, even supporting the hot end. I think. Let me. Oh. I grabbed it with big pliers. I grabbed it with a big heat sink. I did heat the nozzle. It is heated up. I bumped that. It's at 275. But I grabbed it with a big heat sink. Let me go get a couple other tools. I'll be right back. They're in the other garage. Okay, I'm back. So I have, these are really neat. A little engineer crescent wrench basically, but it's super thin. It's really nice for getting in, and also it's less contact area. So I should be able to support that without drawing as much heat. Did the thermistor survive? Why would the thermistor not survive? I didn't hurt the thermistor. I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything to the poor thermistor. Okay, this is back up. I'm going to heat it back up. And let that finish heating up. TWM08. Oh, why didn't that type there? Oh, okay. I did not actually heat it up. 270 is currently the max temp, and I typed 275 before and I didn't notice the error message. It was at 200, so it wasn't cold, but it wasn't as hot as it could have been. Let's bump this up. I want to heat this up, so I'm just going to set this to 290 for now. You need any tools? Hey, Brian, how are you? I did type in a number. It gave me an error message before that I didn't notice. So we'll get heated up now. It just like in your hand. It's even got finger-shaped spots. Like, yeah, wrench. Just 230. Yeah, this will fit on there. Yeah, that's a better. For some reason, not all 7mm wrenches are created equal, and this low-C wrench seems to fit these nozzles better than others. I'm aware I might. Mrs. Poity is requesting kittens. The kittens are teenagers, Poity. They don't come in here unless they feel like it. And Felix is the little goth teenager who really is absolutely anti anything that we want him to do. So I don't think we're going to get kitties. We might get an Oscar sighting if he decides that he wants another chance at treats. If I say treats loud enough, he might come in. Okay, let's see if I can get in here. So I want to get this adjusted and get all this PLA that's oozing out of there. So get this guy up on there. This guy there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is off. Hey, Dad, Mama. Okay, and then we got this little guy. And how quick can I be? How quick can I be? Yeah, that's pretty good. I got several turns on that and didn't even get burned. Now this is not a regular wrench, so this will need the Knipex here. There we go. Should be good. And let's cool it down. Treats audio. That's a true Enderwire switch wire. Where's the ERCF that goes on top? Yeah. I think everything's good. I don't think I bent it. You know, I don't think I bent it, but I'm fairly certain this is bent. I am fairly certain that this is bent. Looking at this thing from the side, it is not bent in a way that I would have bent it here. So some mishap, and it happens, that's fine, but there's probably been some mishap, because that's definitely not straight. So I think it is bent. You see that? It's bent this way. So Okay. It is a bender wire. Yep. Probably a nozzle bed crash at some point. It happens. I am going to then, maybe I have the parts to do it already here. Let me see. Let's put a dragon, a full-on dragon hot end in here. That'll be a lot more resilient. But I do kind of want to pull this hot end off. It is bent. And I did not just bend it in my attempts at getting stuff done. There. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's take this nozzle out. Okay, that's loose enough for it to cool down. 3 minutes till giving away a roll of Polymaker filament. Let's go Revo with piezo sensor. So, if this one bent, a Revo is not the most sturdy of hot ends. A Revo is not the most sturdy of hot ends. So that's probably not the way I'd want to go with this. I want durability here. I want it to have some chance of withstanding a crash. Yeah. So I've got a bunch of old, like here, this would probably work. This is actually off of, this is a Tribent. This is off a Tribent. But I've got a ton of dragon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a drop effect. V1. Oh, there's another dragon. Oh, there's a mosquito. I think I can spare a dragon hot end. Saying the no of the person who did that, yeah. Revos are fine, Kenneth. I love Revos, but they are fragile. You can't deny that. You cannot deny that when that little surgical steel tube is all that is supporting the hot end, it's gonna bend if things go south. And if they really try to go very south, it's gonna be very bent. I'm not gonna take the Tribent one. No, that one is not going. We are going to grab just one of these. That's the drop effect. So we'll grab we'll grab this one. It's a high flow. So we'll grab the high flow, and I think that'll be okay. Here's actual afterburner. Bed plate engraving is hard, yep. I don't think the high flow is for the, unless someone has more experience, I don't think the high flow dragon will be a problem. Yeah, with the dragon. Some of the others it might. Okay, so I'm hoping to keep the thermistor and heater cartridge in here, and we will take this guy here and put it in. Oh, these are all older versions of the Stealth Burner, pre final release, because they don't have the little cut here for the angle on the cover. So I'll have to grab this one to put in there because it has the correct part. That thin tube is inside the heatsink. It is not. It is not. That thin tube is in between. Your heatsink is up here and your heater core is down here. That thin tube is all that's supporting this. It's okay. For the most part, I've not bent one. I've not bent one. But you can't deny that it's a weak point. What do I have over here? Is this a dragon? No, that's a Revo. I think all of these are Revos. Yeah, well, I'll just swap parts around. So this is the housing we're going to use. So we'll just swap bits around. Known to have issues with heat creep with PLA. A good fan helps, but it's a common issue. Then we won't go high flow because it doesn't really matter. High flow is not going to make a big difference here. So we'll just use this one here. We'll just put this one in, but I need to swap out the heater cartridge, I think. Let me see if maybe if I'm smart, I wired them the same way. Yeah, that's fine. Nope, I didn't, because it goes into it does have a tool board, but it's not it's a dumb tool board. Yep, I'll just run a standard flow. I think you're right. What do we have for, that's that. That already has a hardened nozzle in it. So score. That is a hardened nozzle. That's a hardened nozzle. That one's not. That one's not. So we'll put the hardened nozzle there. That will work. Okay, so is this thing, yeah, it's cooled down now. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Interesting. Let's pull these out then. I'm not touching any upgrades on this thing. It just needs to be a workhorse for Ray. That's all. Oh, it only had one screw in there. Okay. Well, should be able to find enough screws. Should all be fine. Okay, let's use our fancy new menu item and shut down. Rapido UHF ready to drop into the Trident. Nice. That off. Oh, shoot. We're 6 minutes past. Why did you guys let me go past giveaway time? Get your entries in. Get your entries in or put your faith in the die. I'm gonna take this off and then we'll do. Get your entries in. Filament giveaway. Filament giveaway incoming. Look at that. Wires there. I haven't reprinted the die yet. Just one, so it's die. Here we go. Okay. Filament giveaway time. Let me pull everything up. Any filament brands you would not recommend? KVP is the only one. I haven't seen any evidence or heard anything that they've gotten their act together, so. Hey, Kim. We don't need to, but I want to. I want to tweak a couple of things on it and reprint it. Let's see. Let me make sure everything is good. How are we doing on likes and people, and how many people do we have here? I haven't even looked at that this stream. 200 people. We don't even have 50% likes. Barely, but we don't. So make sure you hit that like button. Old KVP is good. Old KVP is good. Okay. Filament giveaway time. Rolling to die. I am going to only restart the countdown the number of times it comes up on this die. Now, 3 is definitely the more common number, but it could be 2, it could be 1, or it could be my choice. So get your entries in, link post in description. I am only going to restart up to 2 times. Now that requires that I actually be ready to turn this off on the countdown, but I am only restarting 2 times. So 3, 2. Now I kind of require that I restart once, and now I get to. So there's 1 restart. 3, 2, 1. Half. I don't have to restart 2 times. We got a nice even number here, so I might just stop it. So everybody's in? Sounds good. We are done. Yeah, we really are done. We didn't get any new ones in that whole little delay. So let me get this out. We getting a new club member today? I hope not. Thank you for the reminder. Greenbeard, you were first. Who got in the last one? TJ. Paste that there. I think I got a package coming. Let's do a number between, I don't know, 1 and 16. We had 160 entries, so 1 and 16. Oh yeah, that was my UPS guy. Dropping off a package from Fabrico. What is the name of your keyboard again? Keychron. Keychron is the keyboard. Okay, 1 and 16. Burnt and Phoenix, you said 14. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Spin. Who do we got? Who do we got? We got a short name. Cajun. Cajun. Congratulations. You have won a coupon for a roll of filament or a choice of filament, but you have to be here and you have to say something in chat. And you have 2 minutes to do so. Cajun, are you here? Cajun. Say something in chat or become a member of the Polar Ted Club. Are you here? Cajun, there you are. You need to put .1 in your thing, your display name. But I get it. If this comes up with more than 2 results, then, because usually it's in the email as well, that's why I say that. Let's paste that there. Yep, we are good. You are the only Cajun in the list. Congrats. Congrats. That means we go over here, paste that there, and paste the email. Is that right? Let me just make double sure. Yep. You should have an email. It's been sent. Let me know if you don't get it. So, congrats. Okay, I just got your email, Kenneth. I'll try that. Okay. Where are we? I think we're back to here. Congrats, Cajun. Were you not here for one of my rolls, David? Now you understand that there is no Polar Ted Club unless it's from here. You miss a roll at some other stream, it's not the Polar Ted Club. Where might I find the files? Drippy Bucket. Search for Drippy Bucket on printables. Okay, we got to pull this apart. You do own the biggest loss. That is very true. It is a Steve Builds exclusive. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Let's pull that. And then this should pop off. I missed one from you, that's why. Okay. There we go. Just hang there. So yeah, that is absolutely, pull that nozzle out. Absolutely not a happy camper. Let's pull this thing out of here. I am way beyond being able to keep track of the Polar Ted Club members. When will the email come through? Well, it should have come through. Check your junk mail. That has seen a day. It bent while changing. It did not. I didn't bend this. It did not. This is a crash. But that's okay. You got it? Awesome. There's the heater and thermistor. Now, I'm not sure I trust, because Ray swapped out this thermistor at some point. I think he swapped out the heater too, but the heater I'm not too worried about. We might fix a couple of things here, but this thermistor I'm not sure about. I'll see if I have a replacement for that. Let's see if this is exactly the benefit of these pliers. You swapped out a thermistor on here because you had a big blob, right? Didn't you? Yep, that's why I'm swapping it out, Kenneth, because I'm not sure what thermistor that is. So I'm going to swap it out with something I have some confidence in. Yeah, that's... Anyway, that stuff off to the side. And what are we going to do about... So this will be fine, but I'm not super thrilled with this wiring. I might fix that. There's too much of it for one thing. So I think I'm gonna go full bore on fixing this. I don't really like this. So let's cut that. We're gonna reuse that. But now I need a... That's fine. We don't need that. What do I have for thermistors? Hey, looky there. More Hotends. Okay. I'm going to use one of these. This is one of the... I know that's one of the chamber thermistor from... or I can use one of those, which is an E3D thermistor. What's this? This is going to be a 104 NT. Give away a steel pin. Thank you. No, I didn't want to remove that. Darn it. Just want to unpin. That's okay. I'm close to have a dozen of them. Good little inexpensive Hotends. Yeah, they're fine. Just, I'm going for durability here. Where's the stuff I wanted? Nope, not that. That. Okay. This one on. But we're going to replace the thermistor and heater block. Go. Pretty sure that's a PT1000 in there. But I also know that the thermistor pull-up resistor on the SKR E3 is not optimal for running a PT1000, so that's one reason we're not going to bother. Okay, so that goes in there like that, which means we want our heater to come over here. Just getting a feel for lengths and wire lengths and stuff. and routing. Go there. Goes up there. Let's get these screws in here just to hold it in place. There we go. So now this is going to go here, and oh, it's almost long enough, but not quite. If I would have cut that a little different, it would have been fine, but it needs to be, probably cut this a little shorter then, just so I'm not crimping or extending it right at the end. Let's do that. And this is an E3D thermistor, so we'll use that as well. Setting my tools in weird spots. Where did that wrench go? Where did my 2mm go? Not there, not there. Did it drop somewhere? Where's the 2mm wrench? All in the back? Oh. Oh, there it is. Ah. Where are you? Right in the middle. It's not the high flow. It's a regular dragon. Regular dragon. I like these little short LDO wrenches. They're really nice. Okay, so let's get this guy in here. Can go on there. Hey, Jared. How's it going? Oh, there. Get this thing on. Watching the rebuild on the big screen. Not much in the way of chatting. Yeah. There and there. A bunch of those to still put in, but now I can get this. Put these guys out. This will go up here. this right about there. That's fine. Right there. Then I need some heavy gauge PTFE wire. Heavier gauge. Couple of lengths of. See you, David. We're all tweaking our switch wires. Let's do in front of one of them. There we go. Okay. This is going to need to be about probably about 50 millimeters. Grab 100. Good enough. And the correct thing there. There. That'll work. 20 gauge, yes. 20 gauge is fine. Hey, Dirk. Go. And sure, this will work. Go. Inspect. Nice, good solder joints. Ooh, and heat shrink. Is that up here? Yeah. In situ soldering, exactly. We'll do red. It's hot, right? It's hot, so red seems good. More projects all the time. There we go. Okay, now let me get a little final test on wire lengths. I think those are fine. I'm gonna loop it around a little bit. I don't want it to be too short. So I think probably grab just a tiny bit off of there and call it good. Maybe this, yeah, there we go. There and there. My micro fit. Fortunately, none of this is polarized, so we just go for it. Let's go this way. What did Ender 3 to Core XY kit to build? It's on another project. Nice. I said more projects. All the projects. Yep. Okay, so that's that one. Connector. Housing. There we go. Now we've got the thermistor. Fiberglass wiring. Go. Two more. Oh, I already have them. And one more. Okay, and one more connector. There we are. Now, the last thing I need is this did not have. Go. Let's steal some screws from these others. No, it wasn't worth grabbing it. I'll grab those. I'll recover those from the old connectors, from the old thermistor and stuff later. Come on. Don't you dare. Ah, there it is. Woohoo. Come on. There we go. Put these in here. And here. And here. There, here, and there. Sock on. Okay. So now there. Oh, I put it in backwards. Darn it. It's been a long time since I put a dragon. I put this on backwards. I put it the wrong way. I was gonna, if I'd forced that, I would have melted the probe. Put it in backwards. Okay. Pull it all apart to fix it. Goes in this side now. This here. I think that'll all still be fine on wire lengths. Chumper. Okay. That guy goes there. Okay, now we'll try again. That looks good. Make sure this is tight. Yep. And let's put this guy on here while we're here. Okay. There we go. Much better. Oops. You go up in there. You too. Stupid wires. There we go. Then the long screws. Okay, now plug in that and that tucked all in there. There we go. Okay, all this stuff out of the way. Wires, bits and pieces. This. And we can power it on. Yep. It's good. Everything's good. Power it on. Ah, one piece tool head. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have the fan piece. I built this printer probably 3 years ago. Just over 3 years ago is probably my guess. Let it boot up. Yep. PID tune, check the settings. Fairly certain that's a E3D thermistor, which means it should be a 104 NT. Okay, let's see what we got here. Close that, go here. Yeah, we definitely have something different because it's reading 24 degrees at ambient, so it's not correct right now. So let's go to the machine and printer config, and let's scroll down to the extruder. This is a 104 GT, so we need the 104 NT. But what is that exact? It's not in the config anymore, right? So let's go clipper. Oops. Wow. Yep, it was a Christmas present. Was it 3 years ago? Had to have been. Documentation. Here, let's just search for thermistor. Let's go here. Where are those definitions? Be sure to place sensor type. Here, let's search for 104 NT. Here we go. Common thermistors. So here we are. 104 NT. Think that should be it. Let's go here. Place that right here. and save and restart and see what we get. Hey, Troy. That's not what we want. What is this then? Still showing 24. What is the bed? It's not 24C in here. That's one thing. It's not 24. It's probably close. It's probably 18 is probably accurate. That's what the... so what is that? What is that thing? It might be old enough. It might be old enough to be the simple 100K. Let's try this. That might be an old thermistor. I run hot, Tuxedo. I run pretty hot, so let's see if that comes up. No, all of those are showing about the same at room temperature. What was this showing before? I have no idea what that thermistor is then that I put in there. The blue wire, I assumed it came from an E3D. Let's have a little bit of fun then. I mean, it means we probably won't print, but let's try something, which means I have to be right back. I have to be right back. I'll be right back. So you can't go by the room temperature values on these thermistors. They're not accurate. So I've got a thermocouple. Let's see, just for fun, what this is when... Oh, you want to try beta 3950 and see if that is first? Just real quick. Generic 3950. Let's try that. Let's try that just to see where it ends up. But we'll still test the... We'll still test it to see where it's at in our print range. Where we want to print. So I'm gonna... here, let's try generic 3950. Just see what it comes up with. Nope, same thing. All of them have come up with the same thing at room temperature. So we're going to use my multimeter with a thermocouple that I'm going to get this plugged in, and I am going to set the hot end temperature to 200. Let that heat up. There we go. Hot end fan is working. Someone was saying we should probably test to make sure the fans are good. Part cooling fan is working. Okay. Then measure ice and then measure boiling water with both the thermocouple and the thermistor. Then define. I just want to see, the only thing I'm going for here is I want to see if when I shove this down its throat, Yep, that's all the way down its throat. I shove this down its throat. What is... Push it down into the plastic that's in there. There we go. We're right at the nozzle tip now. I got that set to 200. It's at 180. So that's way off, which means we don't have the right value there. So, yeah, that's as far down as it'll go. Whatever filament was in there. So that is way off. So let's go back and try that. What I think it should be is the 104 NT and see what that comes up with at 200. So I'm just gonna go back in here and place this and save and restart. Yeah, you can define a custom thermistor. Absolutely. Now let's go and set this to 200. Let's see what this comes up to. Let's see, it's still rising. Make sure that's all the way in there. 194. Let's pull this back. Let's pull this back up. Ah, there we are. I just pulled that about 3 millimeters up. Get it right into the heater block. I moved that just a few millimeters up, and it is a 104 NT. You can't go by that room temperature value. That has me thinking. I'm wondering if the bed is correct. This is an Ender 3 bed. Yes. Cat sighting. Okay, so let's see what the bed is set to. Heater bed. This is a 100K. Now, does anybody know what our here? Aha. Here's something we can do. We can go to Clipper configuration and example configs. Config reference. Where's the sample configs? Sample configs. Installation. Oh, where's the sample configs? They moved those to a, but they used to have a, there we are, example configs. In the config directory. There we go. Yep. And then we should be able to go down here to Creality Ender 3. Ender 3. See what this is set to. Heater bed. EPCOS 100K. Is that what I was set to? EPCOS 100K. Yep. There's a link to them in the docs, and that's what I was going for. Okay, so I'm going to call this good, even though that temperature difference at room temperature is off. At print temperature, the hot end is good. Heat this up more. There's probably some ABS in there, so I need to purge that anyway. And I also need to do a PID tune still. So let me close this. Go back here and heat this up to 2. No, I don't know if we, well, sure. Let's go there. Yep. I said PID tune before you typed it, Kenneth. This ends up being a really good, a really handy tool to have, this thin wire thermocouple. Come across many instances where it has been useful. Okay, what do I have here for... No, that's not what I want. Something I can purge that with. Well, the only PLA I have in here, it looks like, is this Galaxy Green. So... just gonna push this through. There's a whole bunch of... There we go. Okay. Now let's cool that down. That'll be fine. All the purge. That looks good. Yeah, I don't have my cold pull stuff out here. It's in the other garage. I don't want to make another trip. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I'll probably do a good cold pull before I return this to Ray. So just to make sure he doesn't have to deal with any remnant ABS. Now there was a time when Ray asked me, why isn't this printing? Why is this under extruding? There's a print that was under extruding severely. And I asked to see what filament he was using. And it was ABS, trying to print at PLA temperatures. That don't work so well. I've done it. You have all done it. Probably. I'm letting this cool off. Set the thermocouple between the bed sheet and the bed magnet. Oh, we can see what it's measuring. We can heat it up and see what it's, while we're waiting for that to cool off, we can heat up the bed. That's a great idea. Doop. Right, like that. Let's heat up the bed to 60. I don't know. There's some PLA you can print at PET or ABS temperatures and it looks fantastic. As long as you've got your cooling well and everything. Prusament likes to go hot. Hey, Thunderkeys. Prusament likes to go hot. So I have that. There we go. I set it to 60. It's at 31.5 on the screen so far, but it's going to take a little bit for that to soak. Yeah, it's at 40 already. It's not too bad. It is a DC bed, so. I need to get one of those no clocker tools. Are you talking about just the stiff rod for pushing, forcing clogs out? Is that what you're talking about? I'll let this hot end get down to about 60 or so before we do the PID tune. Yeah, I need to get one of those, Steven. I keep meaning to. Just to add to the arsenal of declogging and stuff. Oh, this is the Angus ornament, Maker's Muse ornament print challenge. That was printed on the index. No reason to print on the index other than to put some 2-color print time on the index and drop it and break it, and I did break it. Oops. But considering that this prints like this with no supports, that underside turned out pretty darn good. Okay, let's go and do our PID tune. I'm gonna go at 215. It seems to be a good average for PLA prints, so. That bed is sitting, the indicated temperature, the thermistor reported temperature is 60. But this would probably have to sit here for a good 5 or 10 minutes to see what this gets to. Oh, that's fine. My Butterfingers is all. It wasn't, it does have, right where it broke, it does have a light layer. There's a couple of them along here. Yeah, like right there. So it wasn't a fantastic, yeah, see, I just broke that off. No problem. It wasn't a fantastic print to begin with. See. I don't know if you'll ever have this reach full all the way to 60. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Just set the target to 65 or something. Oh, the hot end is PID tuning right now. I already started that. It's going right now, you see. I started that a couple of minutes ago. Deviation from the fact the probe gets some air impingement. Well, right now it's sitting there sandwiched The probe is under here. I wonder if there's any other spot I could put that. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, we got an extra degree out of it. It's sandwiched in between the magnet and the plate, because Bill had a good suggestion there. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think that's about where it's gonna stay. But that's not bad. No worries. No worries. See? We can even stretch a mostly working, just hit the update button stream to 3 hours, right? That's not a problem. When it takes 45 minutes to update the rest of the printer, PLA on wheat. But yeah, this is doing its thing. All the hair. Such a shedder. There you go. The broken hot end was important to fix. That was a problem. That was quite bent. I might even have another one of these. I don't remember what mosquito style that was referred to as. I might have one somewhere. This is the other style. So these are the two styles for this mosquito. I don't remember what they're called. But sure, that can live in there. That lives there now. Okay, folks. I don't think I want to take the time to print here live. But we did a lot. We went through a full, you hit the update button, so let's finish it off. Get it all up to date. We swapped out the hot end. Played around with the thermocouple. I think that's a good Wednesday. So, remember, we're going to be back on Sunday starting the Voron 2 Serial Zero build. So that is to benefit Sanjay Mortimer Foundation. The link is in the description for purchasing raffle tickets for that. Yeah, we will be drawing that at Smurf on Sunday. That Sunday, which is March 8th, I think, which means this is going to be a quick build. Got to get it done, get it done, get it done. So with that, thank you, everyone. Thanks for the gifted memberships. Thanks for donating. Thanks, Polymaker, for letting me give away a roll of filament. You're welcome, Ray. I fixed your printer. We will see you all on Sunday. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. Enjoy the build. Bye.